One day, someone asked Patanjali, "Who created this universe?" Patanjali laughed, not with amusement, but with the quiet compassion of one who sees through the veil. He looked at the man for a long time until the silence grew heavy, almost unbearable. Then he spoke softly. "Before asking who created the universe, first find out who is asking." This is how Patanjali begins every journey, not outward, but inward. He does not answer the question. He dismantles the one who questions. To him, all cosmic curiosity is merely a trick of the mind to avoid facing itself. Patanjali was not a philosopher. He was a surgeon of consciousness. He did not care for theories. He cared for transformation. To him, the mystery of creation was not a matter of history, but of perception. He would say that the moment the mind arises, the universe arises. The moment the mind dissolves, the universe dissolves. What creation are you talking about? It is your dream. If you ask a sleeping man who created his dream, he might blame God or time or fate. But when he wakes up, the dream is gone. And so is the question. Patanjali's yoga is the science of awakening. He does not explain the dream. He helps you wake up from it. When he uses the word Ishwara, it is not the god of the priests. It is not an old man sitting on a throne of clouds, creating and controlling. For Patanjali, Ishwara is pure consciousness, untouched, unmoved, and unborn. He is not the creator. He is the witness. He does not make the world. The world appears in his stillness, like waves appearing in the ocean. The universe was not created. It appeared just as a reflection appears in a mirror. The cosmos is a reflection in the mirror of consciousness. When there is disturbance, the reflection looks fragmented. But when the mirror is clean, when the mind is silent, you see that there was never a separation between the mirror and the reflection. That is why Patanjali never wrote a single sutra about creation. He was not interested in the origin of the world. He was interested in the origin of thought. He knew the world you see is born out of the mind you carry. If the mind is agitated, the world is full of chaos. If the mind is still, the same world becomes divine. Once, a disciple asked him, "Master, if there is no creator, why is the world so full of beauty and order?" Patanjali smiled. The order you see is the order of consciousness itself. Existence does not need a maker. It is intelligent by its own nature. Just as a flower blooms without a gardener, the universe unfolds without a god. The idea of a creator only arises when a person forgets their own inner center. The moment you are disconnected from your source, you start imagining a source outside yourself. The concept of a creator is born out of inner emptiness. Because you have lost touch with your own divinity, you project it onto the skies. But Patanjali's God is not in the heavens. It is awareness. He would say, the more silent you become, the more divine you become. The more you search outside, the further you move from the truth. Yoga is a return from the many to the one, from the creation to consciousness, and from the outer question to the inner presence. If you ask him who created the universe, he will ask you who dreams your dreams. When you say, "I do," he will say, "Then wake up, and you will know." He never gives a metaphysical answer because he knows that every answer strengthens the ego. He doesn't want you to believe, he wants you to see. When you are awake, you see there has never been a creator or a creation. Only consciousness playing as both. Yet imagine a lake so still that it reflects the moon perfectly. If the water ripples, you think there are two, the moon and its reflection, but there is only one. When the ripples of thought stop, you realize the moon was never in the lake, and the universe was never outside of consciousness. Osho once said this perfectly. The mind loves to ask about beginnings and endings because it cannot bear the mystery of the present. Patanjali does not satisfy the intellect. He dissolves it. He takes away every pillar the mind stands on until only awareness remains. When you ask, who created this, you have already accepted duality. But the ultimate cannot be divided. There is no creation. There is only the eternal unfolding of being, unborn, undying, and self-sustaining. When you go deep in meditation, you feel a stillness that was there before the Big Bang and will remain after the last star dies. You realize existence is not an event, it is a presence. To ask who created it is as childish as asking who created the number 1. If you want to meet the Creator, do not look to the heavens. Look into your own stillness. When the mind becomes silent, you will find the source, not as someone, but as you. Then you will laugh as Patanjali laughed, for you will see that the seeker was the sought, and the Creator was never apart from the creation.